Hey everyone, this is Michael again, and welcome to another movie review. And today's movie that I'm going to review is Iron Man 3. And yes, I did get a chance to see it, and saw the movie yesterday. And movie stars, of course, Robert Downey Jr., Gwyneth Paltrow, Cheadle, Guy Pearce, Rebecca Hall, and Ben Kingsley, or he's known as Sir Ben Kingsley. And saw the movie yesterday, like I said, and I gotta admit, I thought it was a good movie. I liked it. It's not as good as the first movie, but in my opinion, it's better. This movie's better than Iron Man 2. Now, don't get me wrong. I still like Iron Man 2. It's a fun sequel. It's not as bad as people make it out to be. But Iron Man 2 is a fun sequel. But after seeing this movie, I think this is better than Iron Man 2. And this is the first movie to start Phase 2 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's going to start with this, then Thor: The Dark World, then Captain America: The Winter Soldier, and then I think Guardians of the Galaxy. And then it's going to be the Avengers 2. And so, but basically what the movie's about is, at the beginning of the movie, takes place on New Year's Eve in 1999, and Aldrich Killian, I think that's how you pronounce his name, played by Guy Pearce, and he's a scientist, and he offers Tony Stark, who we all know is played by Robert Downey Jr., and also the scientist that he was with at the time, Dr. Maya Hansen, played by Rebecca Hall, a place in his company, a place in Guy Pearce's character's company, and Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. declines the offer, which got Guy Pearce's character pissed off. And then after that, it takes place in the present day during the Christmas season, and this takes. Forgot to mention, this movie takes place after the Avengers, and so after all this, Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr., he's trying to get a hold of himself. Like, he can't sleep, and he was also having really bad panic attacks. And while all this is happening to him, he has to deal with this villain named the Mandarin, who's played by Ben Kingsley. And I gotta admit, this movie did have problems. I have problems with the movie, some problems. Of course, this one with the Mandarin. I thought the character of the Mandarin, played by Ben Kingsley, was wasted. You didn't get to see a whole lot of him in the movie, but in some specific scenes you get to see him, but not the whole movie. And then I'll get to that later after I talk about the plot. But he has to deal with the villain named the Mandarin, of course played by Ben Kingsley, Sir Ben Kingsley. And he is the leader of the Ten Rings. And he basically makes all these threats, and he's taken over all television broadcasts. And also you have Guy Pearce, Aldrich Killian, played by Guy Pearce, another storyline with him. He creates this virus called the Extremis, which can cure his own disability, and he has also superhuman strength, which, and the ability to produce extreme heat. And he basically takes it too far and starts, having an army full of people that have this Extremis, and it has fire in their body. But that's basically the whole plot to the movie. And you also have Cheadle reprising his role as Colonel James Rhodey Rhodes, who was better known as War Machine. But in this movie, they changed War Machine to the Iron Patriot, which, in my opinion, the Iron Patriot suit looked really good, a hell of a lot better looking than the War Machine suit in Iron Man 2. Like that they gave it this good look. then you also had Jon Favreau in the movie, who plays Happy Hogan, which Jon Favreau was the director of the first two Iron Man films, but it was great to see him in this movie. But he didn't direct the movie. The movie was directed by Shane Black, which Jon Favreau in this movie plays Tony Stark's former bodyguard, and he in this movie is now the head of security for Tony Stark's Industries. And so the problems I had with this movie, of course, like I mentioned, was the Mandarin, played by Ben Kingsley, with that twist that you'll see in the later on in the movie if you haven't seen it. But I'm not going to reveal what it is if you haven't seen the movie. But then you also had that kid. The other problem that I had was that kid named Harley, played by Ty Simpkins. My opinion, I thought he was a little annoying. And then also, what else? What else? I haven't had a problem. Those are basically all the problems I had with the movie. Oh yeah. Wait, another problem I had with the movie was the twist with the Mandarin, which you'll see later on in the movie. Like I said, I'm not going to explain what happens if you haven't seen the movie. But also in this movie you had, Pepper Potts, played by Gwyneth Paltrow. She got to do more in the movie. And also Jon Favreau, I forgot to mention, does a lot more in the movie. But, that's basically it for the review. I thought it was a good movie. Not as good as the first movie. The first movie, in my opinion, will always be the best. But this is better than Iron Man 2, in my opinion. I would recommend this movie if you like the first two Iron Man films. Or if you didn't like Iron Man 2, I would recommend seeing this movie. Like I said, it's a hell of a lot better. And I would recommend it. I didn't see this movie in 3D. Saw it in regular. From what I heard, the 3D wasn't that good. But yeah, so basically, check out this movie. It's a good movie. Like I said, not as good as the first movie, but in my opinion, better than Iron Man 2. And also, I really would love to have seen what Jon Favreau would have done with this movie if he directed it. Really would have loved to seen what he would have did. But I know some people hate the movie after seeing it and saying, the TV spots and the trailers, they kind of lied to them because they thought the Mandarin was going to be in the whole movie. But he was only in little specific scenes in the movie. But all in all, with some of the problems I had with the movie, like I said, I thought it was still a good movie. Like I said, not as good as the first Iron Man film, and in my opinion, better than Iron Man 2. So yeah. So anyways, that's it for my review of Iron Man 3. Thank you all for watching, and until the next video, I'll see you all later.